Hello everyone! For today's video, we will be talking about how you can create a passive income without any major investments. So now you may have a question that what is passive income? In simple words, a source of income that requires little to no work on your part to sustain is passive income. In other words, you claim payment for doing virtually nothing. And as absurd as it may sound, many people have passive income streams. Some even rely solely on it. The 4-hour workweek way of life is this: you can enjoy life and explore the world by doing practically nothing. Therefore, it stands to the reason that you'll likely arrive here only after significant labor over months or years. Likewise, anyone who claims you can earn millions of dollars through passive income in a short period of time without putting in any effort is lying to you. The majority of alleged gurus that claim otherwise aren't even millionaires. Nevertheless, they still are here, attempting to deliver wealth-building knowledge to you. This is not one of those videos that are intended to reaffirm your prior knowledge. Today, I want to show you a step-by-step process on how to create a passive income with no initial investments, and that too in just 6 months. As absurd as that may sound, if you follow the guidelines, put in the effort, and maintain your concentration, you may accomplish it. Real estate and dividends aren't the only options for generating passive income. There are other more strategies as well. Now, I'll stick to one strategy that I believe is more adaptable, rather than giving you general suggestions. So, what is this strategy? Not everyone needs to start investing or work in the e-commerce industry. There are various ways to get there, and today I'll explain one of them to you. And that method is starting a service business. Thus, this isn't your typical dropshipping or e-commerce business. Rather, it's something unique that not many people discuss, but that you should surely take into account. Select a service you can provide online. This talent could be in the form of copywriting, design, or even video editing. The decision to select a skill that you are familiar with or at least have some experience with is entirely up to you. What are things that you need to do? Today, we'll use copywriting as an example. But you can utilize any ability you like, as long as you can do so remotely. This requires you to be able to do everything of your business online, from locating the client to delivering the finished product without having to actually meet anyone. You'll soon realize why it'll help you establish a remote company with remote workers. First of all, you should take 30 days to master that skill. Well, you might be wondering that skills cannot be adequately developed in 30 days, but this technique doesn't require it. As long as you're willing to do your homework, you can look it up for free. All you need to do is learn the fundamentals of how that skill performs and how to recognize high and low quality products. You shouldn't necessarily become an expert in copywriting, but you should be able to produce straightforward, persuasive content and understand what goes into making a good copy. Copywriting, for those who don't know, is the craft of closure in print. If you want, then you can comment down below to let us know if you want to learn more about this topic, and we'll cover it in our next videos. In any case, having your specified skill at an entry or intermediate level is the aim here. You have around 30 days to complete this, and you can do it online as well. But you may have a doubt that how do you begin? If you're unsure of where to start, then start by reading general information about the skill in question, then dig deeper over time. For instance, if you want to learn copywriting, you're going to start with a blog article that you saw online that explains how to write a good copy. While reading the blog, you discover the word CTA. After reading it, you realize that you have no concept of what a CTA is or how to engage people's attention. After doing some investigation, you learn that CTA stands for call to action. Now you search about it, since you are unsure of what it takes to create a strong CTA. Do you get it now? This will help you to discover many more techniques and functions required for writing a good copy. Now that you have an adequate amount of knowledge on copywriting, what's next? Become a freelancer. You're going to promote that skill for the next 3 months to the best of your ability. You will require some time to accomplish this because you will need to get familiar with the procedure and develop good social skills. You can use freelancing marketplaces like Upwork, Freelancer, and Fiverr without a doubt, but there are also many other methods that you can employ to find your initial clients. We'll discuss them shortly, but first, you must seriously comprehend something, and that is you pose a risk. You represent a risk to your clients because you are just starting out in your field. Why? because you are requesting them to pay you regardless of your little to non-existent experience. This makes it far more difficult for you to promise results or to be believed. So previous work or work samples and so on will be requested. I strongly encourage you to make some samples if you don't already have any. If you're a copywriter, for instance, you might start creating fake items and creating content for them. After that, you can create a comprehensive case study and include it in your portfolio. Social proof is another useful tool for lowering client risk. This is genuine feedback from actual prior clients that praise your abilities and the volume of outcomes you can produce. Now that you understand it, you're obviously asking yourself, how can I get these first clients? Well, it's simple. By lowering the price, it is the third technique to lower the client's risk. You may use this expression literally. I am aware that typically contenders would charge you more, but consider this, I am 100% certain that I can produce the desired outcomes, and as you can see from my sample work, I do have the necessary experience. I lowered the pricing to ask you to provide me with excellent feedback for our job if you like it, because right now I'm seeking clients' feedback and recommendations. Just keep in mind that you don't want to make money with your first 2 or 3 clients. Your objective is to obtain the feedback and recommendations that you genuinely require in order to establish a particular level of trustworthiness. The problem is that because most individuals have strong egos, they aren't willing to do this. However, the truth is that the market determines your true worth. There is a reason why no one trusts you. And why should they? I mean, you have nothing to provide in the way of prior feedback or experience. Thus, you must make a small sacrifice at first and try to overdeliver. Now, we will discuss the techniques for attracting clients. Although freelance websites are fantastic, you may also use other tactics. For example, here we have LinkedIn. LinkedIn is essentially the social media platform for professionals, business owners, and basically anyone looking to either create a network or make some money. It works well for organic reach and is essentially a free marketing tool like TikTok. But it's also terrific for meeting new individuals who might end up working with you or even becoming your clients. You will get more clients than you can manage if you refine your technique while attempting to avoid being pushy, and that is your objective. You can also use cold outreach. Reaching out to individuals is the process of outreach in sales and by cold. You indicate that you are either making cold calls or sending cold emails or both. In sales, the difference between warm and cold is rather straightforward. Warm leads are those that are already familiar with your brand, services, and products. They are almost ready to buy, but there is a small amount of hesitation that needs to be removed before you can move forward with the transaction. People who are cold leads are those who have no idea who you are or what you sell. Once you establish a good client reach, you will be able to increase your prices, as we all know the rule that when something is in demand, the prices go up. If everything works out, you might be able to create a team or hire freelancers. Once you get the team up and running, there will be no limits for you. So that is it for today. We hope we were able to provide you with a clear path to build a passive income. Do subscribe if you like this video and comment down below. If you have any queries, we'll make sure to cover them in our next video. Till then, bye.